Hello, I'm Mark Seiden, co-founder and CEO of Cloudwater Brands. We were absolutely thrilled to be participating in this year's Founder Made Discovery Show. It's our first opportunity and we're grateful. Our simple mission here at Cloudwater is to craft the best tasting sparkling beverages using 6 simple organic ingredients, all that you can pronounce, with an abundance of health benefits and at a price accessible to all. Cloudwater was born here in New York City with a goal to produce the best tasting functional beverages to help customers deal with the modern stressors of life. It all started with our sparkling CBD line in 4 artisanal flavors made with 25 milligrams of pure sun-grown hemp extract sourced in Colorado. Our customers love us because we never sacrifice taste and nutrition. All of our clouds are lightly sweetened with organic wildflower honey, never stevia. While maintaining low calorie and low sugar, we truly believe you can have your cake and eat it too. This year, we're so proud to present our certified organic Cloudwater Plus immunity line in 3 great flavors: grapefruit, mint, and basil, blood orange and coconut, and blackberry, lemon, and rosemary. Our immunity line is just 20 calories and 5 grams of unrefined sugar, but packs in 100% recommended daily intake of vitamin D and zinc. At Cloudwater, transparency and authenticity are paramount to us. Not only do our products contain immune-supporting ingredients, the vitamin D3 and zinc are made completely water-soluble through a process of homogenization. This process renders the beverage more miscible, but also increases its bioavailability. We then rigorously third-party test to ensure that every Cloudwater Plus immunity meets at least the claim of 100% of its daily value, not only at the time of production, but through its entire shelf life as well. I'm incredibly fortunate to work side by side with such a devoted team of professionals who are obsessed with making Cloudwater what it is today, always looking to optimize and improve, be it today or into the future. We're incredibly proud that early in our growth in 2019, we were nominated for Best New Beverage at the BevNet Showdown. We actually made it to the finals. And despite the great challenges of COVID-19, we were the first CBD brand to introduce a line of sparkling immunity beverages to meet the ongoing consumer demand for immune support and functionality. And more recently, we received our USDA organic status. We're even featured in the Grammy gift bag this year. In just 2 short years, I'm delighted to report that Cloudwater is offered in over 2,000 doors across the nation, and even more excited to play a role in the functional beverage market that will approach $46 billion by 2023. We have a fully supported direct-to-consumer channel growing triple digits year over year, boasting a 64% reorder rate and a 4.9 average star rating across hundreds and hundreds of verified buyer reviews. We all know that consumers had interest in functionality prior to COVID-19. In light of the pandemic, however, more and more consumers are seeking out functional foods and beverages, making our Cloudwater Plus immunity line a direct hit and creating an even larger addressable market. The future looks incredibly bright for Cloudwater. As we like to say, there's not a cloud in the sky. But more importantly, we'll continue to listen to our community and our customers and innovate accordingly by introducing new line extensions, flavor profiles, and functionality that meet their ongoing demand. As a New York City-based brand, we look forward to our continuing support of underserved communities, specifically that of food desert areas such as the Bronx and Greater New York. We truly believe that every child should be afforded health and wellness, nutrition, and education, no matter what their socioeconomic status. We will continue our mission to create functional products accessible to all, because we know that everyone's health and wellness journey is that of their own. I'm proud to wear the Cloud logo today and represent this incredibly diverse and passionate group of professionals that make up our brand. Once again, we are so grateful for this opportunity to be here with you today. Thank you so much for having us, and I look forward to your questions. Thanks so much.
Hi, my name is Valerie Curcione, and I'm the Key Account Manager at Knipe. Yep, that's how you pronounce it, Knipe. This year, we're celebrating our 130th birthday and our founder, Sebastian Kneipp's 200th. So when it comes to self-care, we know a thing or two. Our mission is to help people discover the healing power of nature through therapeutic botanical formulas that elevate every bath, shower, or self-care routine. Our products are designed to make centuries-old rituals approachable for all. Our story starts in Germany in the 1800s when Sebastian Kneipp, a priest and herbalist, was diagnosed with a potentially fatal infectious disease. Determined to overcome this illness, he began studying water therapy and developed a treatment plan. He plunged into the ice-cold Danube River, then sprinted to warm his body, which boosted his immune system. He was soon cured and began sharing his practices with others who were suffering from all sorts of ailments, embarking on a lifelong journey of healing. By 1890, he was referred to as the Water Doctor and became one of the most well-known names in Central Europe. He was treating over 20,000 patients a year, and he touched millions around the world as a founding father of the naturopathy and hydrotherapy movements. Now, in our second century, Sebastian Kneipp's philosophy of embracing nature and the power of water guides everything we do. With best-selling products like Arnica Joint and Muscle Mineral Bath Salt, which recently won the 2021 New Beauty Award for Best Bath Salts in the Body Essentials category, Lavender Relaxing Mineral Bath Salt, and Valerian and Hops Dream Away Mineral Bath Salt. Our customers love us for turning their at-home bath routines into a more therapeutic, spa-like experience that offers real comfort. We source our salts from one of the last remaining salt wells in Europe, the saline Louisenhall, where 1,500 feet below the earth lies a 250 million-year-old ocean with untouched, uncontaminated, pure mineral sea salt. The salt is completely free of toxins and chemical additives and rich with healing minerals like magnesium, calcium, and zinc. The quality is unlike anything else you'll find in today's modern bath market. And our incredible customer reviews and repeat purchase rates prove that people can feel the difference. We're also known for our bath oils, bubble baths, and body oils, all infused with potent botanical ingredients to help bring out your best self. For example, we use sustainable arnica to help soothe and relieve sore muscles and joints, lavender essential oils to ease stress and increase relaxation, eucalyptus essential oils to energize and revive, and valerian and hops to increase sleep quality and quiet the mind and body. Many of our products deliver the benefits of color therapy as well, which greatly enhances product performance. Like our red poppy and hemp Pure Bliss bath oil with a bright, warm red that is known to help stimulate the mind in a calm, soothing way. Or the vibrant saffron color of the Arnica bath salt to help ease strain and boost positivity. All of these benefits are what makes Kneipp a household name in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and a leader in the European bath category. At Kneipp, we value sustainability, safety, and efficacy above all. Each product is made and tested in Germany, meeting strict EU regulations. All products are dermatologist tested and recommended, made without preservatives, silicones, mineral oils, and a huge list of other ingredients that we've avoided for years before it was mainstream. Recently, we've grown our presence to over 30 countries, and in the US, we've tripled our business in the last 3 years. We expect to more than triple the business again by 2025. We're proud to partner with over 500 luxurious spas across the country, like the Ritz-Carlton and the Four Seasons, and with over 100 specialty beauty stores such as C.O. Bigelow in New York, where our business is thriving. We had a landmark year in 2020, launching 15 SKUs in 800 Ulta stores nationally, with 34 SKUs on Ulta.com, and are pleased to have just expanded the Ulta store count to 1,000 stores in 2021. Consistent with the growing market for natural, plant-based beauty and skincare formulas and the increasing emphasis on at-home self-care, where bath plays a key role, we have found a market of loyal returning customers, self-proclaimed bath enthusiasts, who count on Kneipp for high-quality products and unmatched botanical expertise. And while we're ecstatic to be celebrating our 130th birthday this year, it's the next 130 years that we're most excited about. With plans to increase our sustainability commitments and continue our growth in North America through premium retailers, it won't be long before Kneipp is a household essential for everyone who values health and wellness.
Hi everyone, I am Alessandra Shirley. I go by Ali. I am the founder and CEO of Here Now CBD. I'm thrilled to be part of my first founder-made consumer discovery show at home. Thank you so much for having me. Quite simply, our mission at Here Now CBD is to provide the highest quality organic wellness products to help all those in need, especially women, and to destigmatize the need for help. We are focused to understand what every individual is experimenting with and what is the best product they can use. Here Now CBD is mindfulness. Be here at the moment and now. We are here for you. Our customers love us for quality and results. We are dedicated to quality and consistency. We are happy that we have created products that everyone can trust. Our best sellers are Sleep Tight, Harmony, and Ebb and Flow. Sleep Tight is designed for deep sleep that leads to better days. Sleep Tight formula comes in a 30 ml tincture. It has 1500 milligrams of full spectrum CBD. It is rich in all cannabinoids like CBD, CBN, CBG, and has less than 0.3% of THC, including Delta 8 and Delta 9. Ebb and Flow CBD for healing and recovery. It is a topical and it's all you may need to relieve your body from pain, soreness, and inflammation. It comes in a 2-ounce jar with 500 milligrams of pure isolate CBD. Our customers absolutely love it. And they are always telling me that they are happy to finally find a CBD lotion that actually works. Harmony, it is a turmeric full spectrum gummies. Each gummy has 25 milligrams of CBD. Not only they are delicious, they make you feel good. It does take the edge off, most gently and effectively, leading to peace of mind to your morning, day, or night. Here Now CBD is made for the modern multitasker. Our formulas are derived from the purest ingredients to create healing, balancing, and nurturing. Here Now CBD was founded in 2019. It is woman-owned and operated. Once I experienced the phenomenally healing attributes of CBD, I did what I do best and I learned everything I could about this powerful plant and its medicine properties. I wanted to create a superior and reliable products for my customers. CBD changed my life and I created Here and Now CBD in hopes of changing yours. For future, we would love finding retail partners that aligned with our brand values, where we can share our passion and our journey to better health. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brooks and I'm the CEO of Toast Beverages. I want to thank Founder Made and the attendees for inviting us. We really appreciate the opportunity to speak to you about our products. In 2017, we set out on a mission to create great tasting beverages that help people celebrate their moments. We started the company on the idea that everyone should have the opportunity to enjoy a complex, substantial, and delicious beverage without having to consume alcohol. At the time, this was a pretty novel idea. There really weren't many options outside of flavored water and legacy soft drinks. 4 years later, the demand for healthier options in the non-alcoholic industry as a whole is very clear. The alternative alcohol space is rapidly growing, with an expected market of $29 billion by 2026. Toast is well positioned to take advantage of this growth while continuing to be a pioneer in this space. Toast Beverages currently offers two products, Toast and Toast Rosé, both carefully crafted to be as elegant and as sophisticated as any alcoholic beverage, but without having any alcohol at all. Made with white tea, white cranberry, and ginger, each product has a unique flavor profile, is all natural, lower calories than other options, and has only 45 calories or less per serving. What makes Toast unique is our focus on creating a line of beverages that have many of the attributes of an alcoholic beverage, but without having any alcohol at all. We focus on what we were putting into our drinks rather than what we needed to take out. The result is a delicious experience that allows people to enjoy their moments positively. The non-alcoholic movement is here. People are drinking less and they're looking for healthier options. Over 30% of Americans don't drink at all. 66% of millennials said drinking is not an important part of their social life, and over half of Americans said they want more non-alcoholic options. Our products allow everyone to celebrate anything, anytime, and our customers are the hero in this story. Our brand pillars are inclusivity, accessibility, and meaningfulness, and we believe that as an occasion-based beverage, our value is a direct function of our customer experience. And we know that the customer experience is what has made our products popular. We market all of our beverages as an extension of the customers that enjoy them. We are indeed all natural, non-alcoholic, vegan, and kosher, among other positives, but these are secondary to the drinking experience. Our beverages allow people to live their best lives while celebrating what is special, and that just happens to include healthier options along the way. And we know that we are on the right track. Toast has received accolades from the media, is award-winning, and has a strong customer and store retention rate, which we believe is a direct extension of always putting our customers first. And our company and our revenue continues to grow. We've been showcased by the New York Times, GQ, Vogue, Forbes, Glamour, Esquire, among many other publications. And Toast has experienced record growth with over $1 million in revenue in the last 10 months and $190,000 in sales in April alone, which was a 600% jump year over year. The company is projecting revenues of $9 million next year and a $20 million run rate in the next 36 months. Our revenue is diversified across retail, direct-to-consumer, hospitality, and international partnerships. We have found that a diversified approach to sales, which includes retail but also other revenue streams, has helped us create a strong foundation as our products continue to enjoy a high retention rate with our retailers, partners, and customers alike. Examples of key retail accounts include Whole Foods, Wegmans, Bevmo, The Fresh Market, among many other great independents, but we've also been enjoyed in many restaurants, world-class hotels, and gift boxes for Fortune 50 companies. Plus, we have international distributors on the ground in Australia, Japan, Canada, Korea, Netherlands, Iceland, and the UAE, with several more countries in the works. Toast in itself is a universal sign of inclusivity. When you raise a glass of toast, you bring in hospitality into your community. And now more than ever, we need things out there that are positive and that are inclusive. Thank you for listening. I look forward to answering some of your questions. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Ibarra Rana. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Half Hippie.
And I'm Mary Miranda, the other co-founder and head of product development at Half Hippie.
Welcome to the No Nasties Club. We believe in taking a 360 approach to clean skincare and wellness with natural botanical formulations that protect our body along with our earth. Half Hippie is on a mission to provide effective, sustainable, accessible, and inclusive skincare for everybody. Our formulas are 100% natural, vegan, cruelty-free, sustainable, non-toxic, and truly eco-friendly, with 99% of our packaging being plastic-free.
Besides our high quality, strict standards, ethics, and sustainability, our customers love that we're a women of color owned and operated brand, with inclusive skincare concerns to target hyperpigmentation for people of color or those with sensitive skin issues like rosacea and eczema. Half Hippie is most well known for our Pit Police, which is our 100% natural deodorant, and it comes in this really easy to use paper push-up tube. It's our bestseller. Unlike other deodorants on the market, Pit Police is completely biodegradable and plastic-free. It features a gentle yet effective magnesium-based formula for 24/7 BO protection. It also has no nasties in it, so no alcohol, no aluminum, no baking soda, and no toxic synthetic fragrances. It glides on your skin really smooth and easily, absorbs completely, leaving no weird chalky residue behind.
Our other best-selling product is Dripping Gold, which is also included in your Discovery box. It is a restorative facial oil formulated with 500 milligrams of CBD isolate and 6 powerful nutrient-rich botanical oils that provide deep hydration and radiant results. Dripping Gold is formulated to address multiple skin healing needs for any age group or skin type that range from hyperpigmentation, acne, anti-aging, inflammation. It is also formulated to fight free radical and sun damage and improve skin elasticity while also boosting cell regeneration.
As friends that go all the way back to high school, we launched Half Hippie 4 years ago as a sustainable and clean beauty blog. Half Hippie continued to grow as we educated ourselves how to heal from cystic acne through lifestyle changes and natural remedies. We ended up learning so many different effective skincare solutions that we decided to launch Half Hippie products so we could share our exciting discoveries with our community.
We have built a genuine, diverse, and loyal community of Half Hippies that truly align and value with our mission. 4 products from the Half Hippie line was organically carried at Urban Outfitters for the seasonal clean beauty category. We're also carried in multiple brick and mortars across the nation. During the pandemic, we launched Superhuman, a multi-use healing salve. We created this product in honor of healthcare workers and anyone else suffering from PPE irritation. We donated 14,000 products to healthcare workers across the US, who we also called Superhumans.
The U.S. sustainability market is projected to reach 150 billion sales in 2021, according to Nielsen. IBM reported that 69% of environmentally conscious buyers willingly pay a premium for recycled products, and more than half of these buyers will change their shopping habits to reduce the negative impact on the environment. Masks and serum infused with CBD are anticipated to grow at the fastest CAGR of more than 33.5% from 2019 to 2025.
This is our very first public-facing launch, and we're so excited to share our clean beauty mission with increased visibility. We plan to expand our distribution to larger retail chains and get Half Hippie the exposure that it deserves by becoming first a national and then global brand.
With multi-use, affordable, and high-performing skincare formulated for diversity in all skincare types, we believe every retail partner, whether small or big, is a great fit for Half Hippie, who wants to provide value for their customers and accessible products that address multiple skin healing needs. We plan to launch more multi-use skincare that provide value at different levels for our customers, with acne-specific face masks and more healing body care. With the targeted growth and expansion, we plan on scaling our brand along with our team, so we could truly grow and provide our clean beauty and inclusive mission to a wider audience.
Hey everyone, my name is Bernard.
And my name's Angie.
And here's the reason why we started our company, Kind Laundry.
We are faced with an inevitable global catastrophe. The equivalent of 1 garbage truckload of plastic is dumped into our ocean every minute. This bird is on its final breath from choking in plastic. They feed it to their babies because they think it's food. In many third world countries, families live in garbage that used to belong to wealthier nations. The plastic we use only once stays in this planet forever. They break down into microplastic, and it's in the water that we drink, the food that we eat, sometimes even in the air that we breathe. The planet will not sustain if we consume plastic at this current rate. We need to be given a choice now, and we need to be given an alternative now.
Kind Laundry detergent sheets are fully biodegradable and only contain 5 plant-derived ingredients.
In this demonstration, you can see our detergent sheet fully dissolve in water without any residue that can latch onto your fabric or damage your machine. Now, to use it with a washing machine, simply add the sheets in with your clothes and begin the cycle.
The current global laundry detergent market is estimated to be $80 billion. By 2027, this category is expected to grow to over $100 billion. Even though everyone in this world does laundry, our customer profiles are young families that are looking for eco-friendly and non-toxic alternatives. It is also great for seniors that are struggling to handle these heavy detergent bottles.
Conventional detergents contain more than 25 toxic ingredients that's harmful for the planet, your laundry, and your health. They're made up of 9% water and unnecessary surfactants like UV brighteners, dyes, and suds to give the illusions clean your clothes better, but it's actually not. Kind Laundry only has 5 simple ingredients that has the same, if not stronger cleaning power than your conventional detergents. Best of all, there is no more messy measuring cups, and all our sheets are pre-cut and pre-measured. Now, when it comes to price, most detergents are priced between 25 cents to 30 cents per load. Kind Laundry detergent sheets are priced as low as 28 cents per load. Our direct competitor is priced at 66 cents per load. That's double the price in ours. However, their formulation contains mostly fillers, whereas ours is not. This means we're competitively priced in the market and have the best overall value, which is the ease of use, better quality ingredients, and it's better for the environment. We've also introduced complementary products such as our vegan stain remover bar with a tough and old stains and travel pack size, perfect for camping and overnight trip. Kind Laundry is a company that we're truly passionate about and represents who we are as people. We live a sustainable lifestyle, we love animals, explore nature, and we eat a plant-based diet. We have 5 years of digital marketing experience and have been partners in life and business for the last 10 years.
In the next couple of years, our goal is to be the top zero waste detergent brand in North America. We've recently been awarded the Best Eco-Friendly Laundry Detergent Product of 2021 by Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Also, Amazon approached us to participate in their Climate Pledge initiative, providing us with full support to their platform. We hope Kind Laundry can also be part of your story too. Let's be kind to the planet, and let's be kind to our laundry.
We hope you enjoyed that presentation. If you want to learn more about Kind Laundry, you can visit us at www.kindlaundry.com or on Instagram and TikTok at Kind Laundry.
Welcome back, everyone. That was so inspiring. I'm getting tons of messages, one of which that says, I have so much work to do and I can't stop watching. So thank you to all of our showcase leaders. We are going to be led in conversation by Melissa Priest. She is founder and CEO of Alexandretta Transportation Consulting. She's also just an incredible energy. So Melissa, I can't wait to have you and watch you lead this conversation. We have great founders here today. So Melissa, I'll let you take it from here.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for the introduction, Michelle. Likewise, and so fantastic to be here with this group. You know, love Founder Made and all that it stands for, and this group of founders is incredible. So we will launch right here in a moment. Just a little bit about myself. I'm Melissa Priest, and I am the founder and CEO of Alexandretta Transportation Consulting. We are the only female-owned transportation consulting firm in the U.S. And what we do is look for areas of opportunity for savings on parcel and trucking contracts for shippers across the US and the globe. And transportation is not typically an area with any type of eco-focus. However, that was something that was important to our brand. So we do donate 1% of our profits towards conservation efforts. So enough about me, because we've got all of these incredible founders with us today. And I really wanted to jump in and really start to talk about differentiation. Each of you, is in a space that has got competition in it. So we'll go around the horn, so to speak, and find out how you each differentiate your brands. And with that, Mark, why don't we start with you?
Great.
Good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here. Mark Seiden, Cloudwater Brands. When we set out to build our brand, we looked at this in a kind of a 360-degree perspective. We know it's crowded out there. We know there's going to be fierce competition. And, we started with this ethos of creating a premium experience for our customers. And that doesn't mean price per se. It means any touch point of the brand, we wanted to elicit some visceral or emotional reaction. And, we put a lot of thought into our packaging, how it looks as you turn it around, to look at a simple ingredient profile. We like to say all that you can pronounce. In our hemp line, we have a QR code, the first brand to do that, to show transparency back to the main ingredient in that beverage and where it comes from, and that it has what it says and lacks things that we're concerned about. Again, any touch point in the brand, whether it's our social media, our customer service, but most importantly, all rolling up into taste, right? And it'd be hard to argue if you ask anybody what's the most important thing in a beverage, it's taste. And, we really wanted to balance the functionality and the taste. I mean, our aspiration is to be the best tasting functional beverage out there. We kick around having your cake and drinking it too, because we do believe that along the way, there has been some sacrifice of taste for that functionality. And so we slow rolled a bit to, create something that could be both. And so far, a lot of the reactions have been very positive. Part of our secret sauce is we use organic honey, just to give it kind of that flavor and balance out the other functionality. And lastly, that anything we put out is actually efficacious, meaning that it's got a healthy dosage, of, the ingredients that we're putting, on our packaging. Not making claims per se, but 100% RDI of vitamin D3 and zinc in the case of our immunity, and an efficacious dose of 25 milligrams of CBD in our CBD hemp line.
Fantastic. So much. Have your cake and drink it too. I love it. Brooks, how about you on the beverage note?
Yeah, thank you. Sort of similar, when we set out, we really focused a lot on that taste and experience as well. What we were seeing, we sort of came up with the idea in 2014, 2015, it's been a long journey. There really weren't a lot of sophisticated and meaningful non-alcoholic options out there. If you went to a party, it was sort of a San Pellegrino and a lime, or a well drink, or a mocktail. And there really wasn't anything out there that paired well with food, and that had the sophistication and meaningfulness and specialness that an alcoholic beverage has. So that was our goal. And how are we going to get there? We took a different path. Most products today, beer, spirits, wine, they create the product people love, and then they pull the alcohol out. In many ways, they're ripping the soul out of the beverage. So when you have some of these products, you're sort of left with something's missing. We took a very different approach and said, how can we focus on the attributes that an alcoholic beverage has and make a beverage that has those attributes? So we looked for a nose, for a finish, for a mouthfeel, again, to have that sort of depth of soul and body. The term we use is meaningfulness. We spent about a year and a half, worked with a Michelin star restaurant Michelin star chef based in New York, Alfred Portale. He was our taste conductor. We brought in a team of people and did a lot of back and forth to get to that point where it was, a little more nose, a little bit less feel. We've got floral extracts in the beverage that provide some of that nose, but don't necessarily have any taste. And that sort of, what's brought us to what's, an award-winning beverage. The other is to have just a simple story for us. We're an occasion-based beverage. We're accessible, and we talk about our three pillars being meaningful, accessible, and inclusive. We wanted to have something that everyone felt like they could be a part of. So if you're at a party and you want to have something, you don't want a water, but you want something more, and you don't want an alcoholic beverage, that brings you into the crowd. We wanted to price it at an accessible level where it was premium, yet still people could still enjoy it. And then again, having that meaningfulness, that depth of beverage. So, I think that's our big differentiator. A lot out there today can be kind of complicated and difficult to explain. We have a pretty simple message. It's a ready to drink beverage. It's a nice looking brand, and we stand behind the quality of the product in itself. We are, of course, all natural. We're a healthier option. We like to say there's no free lunch. There is some sugar in there. So, but about a third of what you're going to find in a alcoholic beverage or a soda of that matter. So that was our focus, and that's how we've driven our growth.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I'm a non-drinker myself, and I am excited to try some of that out. So thank you for adding something to the market. It's fabulous.
Sure.
So Hannah and Val, how about for Knipe?
I think we definitely have a few points of differentiation for the brand. I think it really kind of starts with a 200-year founder story. So we are not new founders. We're new to bringing the brand to the U.S. But we are based on the teachings of somebody who truly believed in using nature and plants and herbs and water for curative purposes, and then lived a lifetime of healing others and putting his teachings into practice. And so from that, we have a very large variety of information that we can pull from to kind of formulate a vast amount of products that really target specific needs and help with specific needs. So I think, that's definitely a point of differentiation for our brand. We have formulations that have been tried and true for 130 years. Another thing is we source our salts. We're not an Epsom salt brand. We are mined salt, not a made salt. So we source the salt from the saline Wiesenthal in South Central Germany, and it is the last remaining salt well in Europe. And basically, it's a 250 million year old ocean that has that's stuck below the earth 1,500 feet. And it's totally pure and uncontaminated salt. And we pump it to the surface and heat it, and it crystallizes. And then it has a really unique texture, which is another thing that's very special about our brand and our bath salts. The texture, it has large cavities, so it makes it a great conductor of essential oils. So you get a really potent aromatherapeutic experience from the salts. And they dissolve incredibly well and very clean in the water. So they're also, full of trace elements and minerals like calcium and magnesium that are great for the skin. They are incredibly smoothing for the skin. So that's definitely one of the things that makes our salts very unique and special. I think that's really the point of differentiation. We do many other things besides bath, but bath is where we are truly experts.
Fantastic. Yeah, the founder story is so interesting. And it's great to hear more about the salts as well. Thank you. Sure. Bernard, how about you?
So I'll speak to the differentiators.
Angie's going to speak to that. I'm so sorry, Angie.
We have different roles, but
absolutely.
What makes us very different from other laundry brands is not only the innovative format, but also all white. But most, as we kind of showcase in our video, most conventional detergents come in single-use plastics, and they're made up of 9% water with unnecessary surfactants like UV brighteners, suds, and dyes. But most eco-friendly laundry detergents out there still also come in plastic, but they just don't have the strong cleaning power because they're natural, or there's like certain formulations that don't give them the efficacy that's needed to clean clothes as well. So we pride on keeping and working with our chemists to add unique and proprietary ingredients to our formulation. So we've actually placed a couple orders because we sold out since we launched a few times, but each time we do, we're adding innovative ingredients to it. So for instance, tea seed oil. No one would actually thought, like, why would you add tea seed oil to it? But in fact, it's actually a natural antibacterial agent to clean off your clothes. And it's super gentle, but very strong cleaning power. So that's an example of what we added. And most excitingly, we're working with chemists right now. We're using bio-based technology to commercialize very high performance plant-based ingredients. So what that means is that it will be a game changer, because not only do we have an innovative format that's more convenient for people to use and more sustainable, but at the same time, we are commercializing and working on ingredients that have more efficacy than traditional detergents on the market right now. It's supposed to be 500 times more stable under hard water conditions, because in North America, most people use hard water, and more people are using cold water because it's more environmentally friendly. but it's just these equal laundry detergents don't perform as well. And the conventional ones, they add more chemicals in it to make the water softer, but also it's just not good for the earth and the planet and for your health as well. So we get to tackle the sustainability aspect of it, as well as the safer human aspect of it, of our ingredients.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm sorry, was there someone adding something there?
Yeah, no, sorry, it's Bernard here, but just want to add the last point to Angie's point. I think a lot of people don't think about the health aspect in laundry detergent, because your skin is actually the biggest organ in your body. And 90% of yourself, you're covered in clothes. So there's a lot of these surfactants, suds, dyes, all these things that Angie just mentioned, all the chemicals, they actually latch onto your fabric. And I'm sure many of you, you know, when you add too much liquid detergent, and it doesn't matter how hard and how much water you try to scrub it off, there's still foam and stuff coming out. So those are actually all the chemicals that's attached to the fabric. So throughout the day, as you sweat or when you're working out, your pores actually start opening up, and your skin is pulling in a lot of these chemicals into your body. So, and that's something that people don't necessarily always think about. So as Kind Laundry, you know, we get inspired by a lot of skincare and beauty brands, like some of the brands, some of the companies here as well. So we're very inspired in some of the ingredients that they're using. So we want to implement that into Kind Laundry, into a detergent product that people haven't necessarily seen before. So that was the last thing I want to add.
It's a great point, Bernard. I have a 17-year-old. We've got 4, but he's the youngest one and still in the house. And we've just been talking all about hormone disruptors in all of the shampoos and body lotions and everything. So, and we do consider it in the laundry too. So it will be in our house soon. I can guarantee you. Thank you for making that point. It's great.
Mine too, for sure.
Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
It.
And I guess that's a nice segue to you, Upahar, on the clean things.
Yep. Aside from being a brand that has high quality, clean skincare standards and multi-use products with transformative results, as women of color with South Asian and Pacific Islander heritage, it was very important for us to create formulations that were truly inclusive and accessible. We specifically create formulation for people of color with hyperpigmentation or sensitive formulation targeted for people that suffer with rosacea, psoriasis, and eczema. We also are very inspired by our heritage and use a lot of Asian beauty insights and Ayurvedic and beauty ingredients and from Nepal. So, you know, we use calendula, sea buckthorn, and turmeric, which play a very important role in our formulations. And we tie that in with CBD and other clean formulations to provide results-driven transformative skincare that truly heals and provides multi-use healing transformation. You can replace 4 different ingredients with 1 multi-use product, and that's sort of our value. And unlike other brands in the marketplace, we truly want to deliver and stand by our brand ethos, which means that we're truly sustainable and clean. We use non-toxic ingredients, pure essential oils instead of any toxic, harmful fragrances that harm our body and endocrine system. In addition to that, we are truly eco-conscious. All of our packaging is 99% plastic free, and we're very happy to launch that with Founder Made today. We only use 1% in our oil, and we are very excited to continue to innovate and even reduce that in the future. And with all of the multi-use and accessibility and high quality standards, we believe we are definitely someone who is setting out a standard in the marketplace with accessibility and price points and inclusivity. So we're very excited to share that with the world.
Yeah, absolutely important to get it to spread across, you know, all demographics. Fantastic, thank you. And Allie, good morning. How about you? Differentiators.
Morning.
Good morning.
So, you know, I think trust, quality, transparency, and focus on the clients. It's, you know, you have to have the value there. And I think we have products who are USDA certified organic. The growers and the manufacturers, it's family friend. And I can see the whole process is very clean. It's transparent. The potential on the CBD, you know, it's like a third lab tested. All the results are online. I try to be a trust source. You know, I try to help everyone who is in need. I helped my own self and I broke my own stigmas. And for me, it's very important to have quality and consistency, because I see when there's so many CBDs out there, and then I try to be very clean. I don't like too many, extra stuff there. It says CBD for sleep, and you have melatonin, so it takes away the CBD benefit, the CBN, all the other cannabinoids that will put you to rest. So for me, it's very important to have something very pure, very clean, ingredients that they are there, no extra to the pile, and to try to help everyone. So if I have to hold your hand, and walk you through your journey, I will, because I've been there, I've done that. And I love data. So as a software engineer, as soon as I experienced this, I was like, wow, I'm gonna go deep. So I became a cannabis consultant. So I love it to get the feedback. And I tell all my customers, you know why? It's guaranteed. If you don't like it, if you don't achieve your results, I guarantee your money back, because I know the quality is there. And most of the time it's reachable. The phone that's there, you ring my cell phone, and I will pick it up. So I think this is something that they can trust me, or even sometimes I see 100% of positive feedback, and I can, the quality is there, the certifications are there, and it's for everyone. I can always say, here you go. We do have an ISO certified product. It is organic, it is kosher. You can trust, it is a brand you can trust. And I think that's very important. And I like that's a safe product for everyone, not only adults, teenagers, children. And I see results and I see the quality. And you get a piece of me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Allie. And actually,
You're
you actually
welcome.
made a very good segue. I'm going to ask, some individual brand questions now. However, I'm going to stay with you because, there are so many CBD products, and how do people choose the best CBD product, and how do they know that it's like a clean CBD product?
So I think first is look at the certifications, and has to be there, or certify organic, a CO2 extraction, which is a safe food extraction, are important. Make sure it's clean. The website has all the information, your bar, like the batch is there, so you can see. But it is, the most important thing to consider when you are shopping for CBD is the reason for it. And if you're new to this, so if you're new and then you have a reason, for example, sleeping, sleep tight, it is amazing. But I tell all my consumers, like, go slow, small doses until you reach your best results. You will. And I think it's like you educate everyone, like how do I pick? I just like you can start always slow. Oh, I have a pain, like maybe you work out too much, or shoulder ache or back ache. So you kind of think like, okay, a topical, you do it, and just go search for the best one. And ebb and flow, I swear 100% of everyone who bought it immediately they tell me, wow, what kind of magic is in there? And then all I have to say, it's pure CBD. It's really, a rich product. And they see the results in 10 minutes. They are so happy they found something, that works, because it's not diluted. And so I think it's like always important to focus what is your need. If you're in need of stress, you're feeling, I need more energy. So you may try to search like a broad spectrum or isolate CBD that gives you more the uplifting, the day to day. Okay, I'm gonna take it and gonna focus on my work. I'm gonna be my best version. But if you're experiencing like stress, you may think a full spectrum, like the gummies, like it's all my mommy friends, we love it because it takes the edge off. and we are able to sit with our children, and there is no, and I tell it, there is no shame to say, who wants to sit there and play Pokemon, where you have so many other things in your head. So sometimes you need that little extra to sit there, be present, be at the moment, making memories with your friends and family or children, even when you go for a walk, it's nice to really have that peace of mind. So
Fabulous.
yes, and it's nice to have a brand you can reach, because
Of
then you
course,
can
yes.
talk and learn, and it's all about educating ourselves.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I need to up my CBD game. I need to each shop by needs.
Please.
Thank you for that, Allie. Educating always.
You're welcome.
Switching gears, Angie and Bernard, what has your sales and traction been like for your brand so far? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we actually launched August of 2020. That was when we first got into market. We thought we had enough inventory for 3 to 6 months, but we actually sold out on that very first month. So we were sitting on idle until close to the end of December. So, coming now today, we've been about 6.5 months in market, and we did about $500,000. And we're projected to do over $1 million by the end of our first 12 months. So the bulk of our sales actually came from April and May. And each of those months, we actually did just a little over $150,000 each month. So we definitely found efficiency in our marketing. A lot of retailers are picking us up as well. So we're just in a phase where we are ready to actually scale this idea out.
Wow, that is fast growth in such a short amount of time, and all that work from home clothing, I'm sure, helped you guys out a little bit. And I think you won best Better Homes and Gardens eco laundry solution for 2021 already. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was actually really big for us because their team tests over 200. It's called the Clean House Award. So they test over 200 products. It took months for them to test, but they test everything from efficacy to performance to our packaging, even just all different angles of the brand. And they chose us for best eco-friendly laundry detergent. So just when we launched, that was really, really helpful for us too.
Fantastic. Kudos. Amazing.
And shortly after, we were mentioned in Refinery 29, Fast Company, and Motherly. We didn't know that many people want to do laundry or enjoy doing laundry, but we do get a lot of feedback on social media community that we made laundry more fun for families. So just seeing pictures of kids and older people using laundry and just taking pictures of laundry was just kind of overwhelming for us. But I guess it's just something that we made laundry more fun in the category. So that's kind of
wow,
fun.
that is fantastic. Oh, that's great. That's a great way to look at it. I love it. Thank you so much. And Brooks, so there's, you talked a little bit about, this explosive growth in the, non-alcoholic beverage space. Where do you think that is coming from, and where do you see that going?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, when we launched in 2017, we would go into stores and say, hey, we've got this product, and they'd say, oh, so you're like a sparkling juice. We'd say, no, that's not really what we're doing. And, and people, when they think about the non-alc space, say a decade ago, they would think, well, it's for Uncle Joe and our niece Susie, who are gonna, have it for Christmas because they don't drink, and otherwise no one really wants it. And what we've seen in the last decade, and more so internationally, we're in 7 countries now, and the US is sort of playing catch up, is a massive explosion in non-alc. I think the number globally by 2025 is 30 billion. There was an article in the Washington Post in June of 2019, top 10 trends to follow. Non-alc, we happen to be in it. Non-alc was one of it. And we really felt like that was a tipping point for the industry, where there was this recognition that people are drinking less. I mean, 30% of Americans don't drink, but there was a great poll that came out about a year ago where 65% of millennials said that drinking is not an important part of their social life. And we're seeing that with Gen Z. They're drinking less. They seem to be the more responsible generation of all of them out there right now. But there's obviously this trend. And what excites us about it is that it doesn't mean that you either drink or you don't drink. It may just mean that you don't want to drink today, or you might have a meeting tomorrow, or you just don't want to feel badly the next day. People are much more in tune to their health. So the space is absolutely exploding. We're excited to be on that, be one of the forefront leaders of that. We've had great press over the last year and 6 months, from New York Times to GQ to Vogue, Insider, and they have sort of a short list of brands, and we typically end up on that. Our growth is 6x year over year. We don't see that slowing down. And a lot of businesses, everyone on this panel knows, is timing. Are you in the right place at the right time with the right solution? And we were a little early, so we had this. We've had this very organic growth. We got our name out there. There were really sticky followers. We've got an extremely high retail retention rate, around 90%. Doesn't mean they're all doing 1,000 cases a month, but it does mean that they're selling through. And now all that's really snowballing, and people are telling people, and the sell through that we're seeing in our existing distribution is quadrupling, and then we're adding new distribution. Our DTC is up 4x year over year. So yeah, I mean, a lot of it it has to do with just knowledge of the space being there, of more retailers. We're having conversations today that 6 months ago or a year ago, people were going, I get it, but I'm not that interested. And now they're all scrambling and saying, we need to build out a really vibrant non-alc menu, or we need to have a non-alc space in our retail stores. So that helps. And I think most importantly, I think as a community, as a culture, we're getting to a place where having to drink isn't necessarily there, right? I mean, if you sort of go back, the old, I used to always joke that, 15 years ago, you asked them, you want to go out for dinner? Oh, I can't, I'm not drinking this week. Those days are over. People drink or they don't drink, and there's less and less of a stigma. And the more and more of these products come out there, the more and more we all rise together. So we're really excited about it. I see there's a lot of CBD out there today in this panel. Obviously, we've been following that. I see a lot of the same thing with that, the stigma going away, people embracing the products. So, we're happy to be a part of that type of segment in the industry right now. And we're just trying to be obviously a leader and have a solution that people go to really simply. So that's our story.
Sounds like you are on the right track. And it's really fascinating about how we're behind in the US on that one. Not that there's any, good or bad about it, but just I had no idea that the offshore market for non-alcoholic beverages was so much higher. Can you speak it really quickly to that about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the stats in front of me. I think if the US is, is several billion, the globe is, obviously a much bigger place. But even if you look at press going back into, a few years ago, a lot of stuff was coming out of the UK, a lot of it's coming out of Europe. I mean, you're talking about a non-alc wine industry that's, already 10 billion overseas. So there's massive, and we've had huge uptick. We're in Korea, we're in Australia, UAE, Sweden, not Sweden, Iceland, Netherlands, Canada, with 5 or 6 more, and in across Asia. Japan's about to open up, Hong Kong, about to open up Sweden, about to open up UK. So what we're excited about is seeing that interest, globally, and trying to ride that wave, which we're really excited about. And I think, again, for people that don't drink or don't feel like drinking, not having the pressure to do so is really what it comes down to, and being a part of that's pretty special.
Fantastic. I love it. And speaking of huge beverage growth, so interest for immunity, not community, immunity products increased or spiked by 670% last year, clearly as an offshoot of the pandemic. As a manufacturer of an immune supporting beverage, Mark, do you believe that interest in immunity beverages will continue? And if so, why or why not?
Okay. Yeah, because that could be a one-word answer, right?
It could be, yes.
I first, if it's okay, well, I just want to touch on a few things that Brooks said. First of all, congrats on, your growth and your mission. I think it's fantastic. We sit in a interesting paradigm here, as well as a functional and social beverage business that does offer functionality, and we've received a lot of feedback from our consumers, certainly during COVID, where they were embarking on a lot of alcoholic indulgence to make it through, or they were trapped with their kids or what have you. And they would many times turn to Cloudwater as an alternative. And with some of the functionality, as some of my other co-panelists have alluded to in some of their formulations, take the edge off, or help them through a day without having to have that 3 o'clock glass of wine, right? Because they'd have to homeschool their kids or so forth. So I can certainly echo the trends that are, I think a lot of us are going through in the beverage space, particularly in non-alc, that are seeing that. With respect to immunity, I think it's easy to say that there was a quest for self-improvement and more health consciousness going on before COVID. Those numbers indicate, at least to me, that there was this incredible reaction to COVID and some of the initial science and data that was coming out of it, specifically that a correlation between a suppressed immune system or a compromised immune system and a greater likelihood to become very sick or unfortunately die. Some of the ingredients we put in, like vitamin D3, were a direct hit to that. And so talking about being in the right time or right place, we believe that our core audience would certainly be concerned about that, and that's why off the playbook during COVID, we ideated very quickly and launched this line. Having said that, those numbers are, I think, indicative, again, of a reaction, but indicative that it was also very eye-opening to perhaps a big group of folks that weren't thinking about their immune systems or their health overall. And again, these numbers suggest that it's a much bigger group than we probably had predicted to grow in the functional space. So I think that's good news. Another trailing phenomenon that we're looking at is evolving science. So you have awareness meets science, meaning this has opened the science community to going deeper on vitamin D3, or its combination with magnesium for better absorption, or what levels. We see certain recommendations, like get a colonoscopy at 50. Now it goes to 40 because science has evolved. So we're going to see a trend of evolving science and data based on this trend, and we see that as part of our blueprint for innovation. Right? How can we evolve some of our lines to follow the science? Because if this group is continuing to follow the science, then we want to follow suit with, continued functionality. So the short answer is it was here before. It's here more prevalent now. And I don't think people are going to say, oh, I have a vaccine, I'm just going to let my immune system go to hell, because what's next? And I think we all have fear, whether it's the media or we faced we had a front row seat to people we love dying or getting ill. There's self-reflection there. And hey, I want to make sure, I'm as ready for whatever comes next. And it could be just the common cold or a flu, let alone cancer or things like that. So I think silver linings of COVID is, hey, wake up. There are things that you could do in a very simple way to take care of yourself on a regular basis, and, set yourself up to be stronger for whatever comes next. So absolutely, we see this, continuing.
Great point. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate it. And on the kind of COVID note and silver linings, hopefully as well, Upahar, how has COVID-19 changed the way that you operate or look at your view on skincare?
Absolutely. The pandemic really just showed us that skincare is not just a marketplace, but a mode of self-care. I think everyone can speak to that we shifted the focus more on how can we use wellness, whether that is skincare or supplements, to be able to then support our day-to-day in a very stressful environment. And we just saw that there was also very much a need in the market for providing healing skincare solution, and that the needs of our customers in the market change and evolve. And the pandemic was a great example of that. we saw that there were a lot of people suffering with mask knee and PPE irritation, and it is why we actually formulated and launched Superhuman last May, right after the pandemic, just to make sure that we respond and pivot to the need of our customers and provide solutions. Superhuman has turmeric, it has jojoba, shea butter, calendula, which are incredibly nourishing, soothing benefits to skin and irritation. So we felt it was very important to provide solution and tools for customers to then be able to use as self-care. And as an accessible brand, you know, we also learned that it was very important for us to refine our bestsellers and provide high quality modalities for our customers and the community at large. You know, in the video you saw that we provided a lot of donation to our healthcare workers and essential workers across the nation. It was very important for us to give back. It's deeply embedded in our brand ethos. And it really just gave us, we're very grateful to be able to be in this space and provide solutions for our community. So it just humbled us and it made us pivot and sort of do what we do best, which is providing healing skincare.
Well, you are superhuman for doing that. And,
you.
you know, it's so interesting because, you know, if you just took, you know, each of your categories outside of Founder Made and just said, oh, beverage, oh, laundry, oh, skincare, you know, folks at large would not see similarities. But as, you know, we talk about brands with a purpose and brands with a soul. I mean, it's so symbiotic the way that all of the things that all of you do all tie together for, you know, the health of the humans. So it's really incredible and fun to see all the pieces weave together as we're talking this morning. And I guess that leads us back over to Val and Sohana, you know, with regard to, you know, just really kind of hero products in terms of, you know, what you can do for yourself and others. What are some of the hero products at Connect?
Yeah, and so it's definitely a very interesting connection that we all have. I was thinking about so many things while everyone was talking, and you know, bathing picked up tremendously during the pandemic because people were looking for real comfort, and humans can get a lot of really great health benefits from soaking in warm water. And then also when you add a bath additive that is safe and effective and clean, they're you know, exponentially better for you. So our best-selling product is definitely along those lines. So the Arnica Joint and Muscle Mineral Bath Salt is the #1 bestseller globally. It is in the US as well. And it has Arnica extract, which is known for its anti-inflammatory properties, really great for helping soothe aching muscles, sore joints. People use it for all different kinds of reasons, you know, whether you improved your workout schedule while you were, you know, during the pandemic, or, you know, you have arthritis. I mean, people use it for so many different reasons and feel true results from it. It also has eucalyptus and rosemary extract, so it's a very kind of a strengthening soak from an aromatherapeutic perspective. And also it has a really beautiful saffron color, so that that also, the color therapy makes a huge difference in what you get from a 20-minute bath. So not only is it the ingredients that you're soaking in and the aromatherapy that you're breathing in, but also just the atmosphere that you create for yourself when you're looking at something that's like dark blue, for example, like our beautiful, the Dream Away Valerian and Hops Mineral Bath Salt, which is also one of our best sellers. That soothing blue really puts you in the place to go to bed and have a nice deep sleep. And actually, we recently discovered that Rebel Wilson does not go to bed without it, which is great. And you know, I think so. Those are two of our best sellers. We also work with bath oils as well, herbal bath oils. So they're just kind of an enhanced aromatherapy experience. They're a little bit more potent dose. They also usually have color therapy, not all, but some, like the eucalyptus bath oil is a beautiful green color, great for respiratory, helping you refresh. Also loved by Tata Harper, so we're being discovered in little areas for the healing benefits kind of the product. So
Fantastic. Well, yeah, I mean, you've had tremendous growth in the US in the last, short to 18 months or to 3 years. So
yeah, about 3 years.
Yeah, so things are clearly, resonating with folks, and yeah, the color aspect is kind of fascinating. So thank you for sharing that. I'm going to open it up to some chat questions that have come in while we've been talking so far today. So some of these may resonate with all of you. Some of them may not. So I'll certainly let you in, and we can move on if it's not something that you feel strongly about. But there's question of a lot of discussion about accessibility to the product. Question that's come in terms of how do you determine your price point as you're developing the products. So who'd like to take that one first?
Sure, I'll take a stab at it. I mean, I don't, I think that's probably a tough question for any emerging brand, is where do you price? And part of it is looking at what the market will bear, and a part of it's from the top down, and then the bottom up is what are my costs and how do I make it where we're making enough where we can sustain a business. So I mean, that's a pretty technical way of looking at it, but it's I think it was really that simple for us, which was we wanted to have a price. We knew it was gonna be premium the way that we make it and our ingredients, but we didn't want to be in a place where it would be so expensive that it wouldn't be accessible enough to a large group of people. And so we squeezed into that spot. And with inflation, I think the numbers just came out again this morning, up another 0.5% this month.
Yes.
We did a price increase in December, and our costs are up. Our cardboard costs are up 25% in the last 6 months. I'm sure that's the same case for everyone here. So I think you're going to see price increases across the board in all products, and in America for sure. But I don't think there's any real secret sauce except trying to find the balance where you can make a product that meets the quality standards that you want, need, and expect to provide your customers, and then what the market will bear, and finding that balance. It's just really, and sometimes a little bit of trial and error. And where you don't want to be is in a place where the product is caught in a dead zone, or it's too expensive for what people expect, or it's not expensive enough. It's really that sort of balance. And I've been involved in other companies that had products that just were priced out of market, and I've been with companies that haven't, and you sort of just try to find the balance and hope that it settles in the right place.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Can I add to that real quick?
Please.
So I think Brooks covered kind of the technical stuff. You work back from retailer margin to distributor to your margins, make sure that everybody's kind of making their piece, and you're also sustaining an attractive margin for investment, or if you have an exit strategy, you have to maintain a certain level, and some of it is trial and error. The other I think the other prevailing trends that have probably always been around, but growing even more, are that people look for deals all the time. So while you may have an EDLP of X that maybe arguably that's a little high, you put in some decent promos and so forth, and you're bringing value to the customer while not putting yourself under as prices do go up and so forth. I mean, we've actually been trending down on our pricing to address accessibility and volume. But the other force is everybody's announcing increases on pricing. You have to be very, very careful. You can't fluctuate too much. It's pretty tricky. We're also very passionate about accessibility to all, and I don't want to get too far off track, but working with underserved communities, food desert areas is something that is really a big part of our social mission. And we recognize sometimes that in the functional space, an organic beverage that might be carried at Whole Foods might price out some people that we care deeply about. And again, trying to work with communities, to be able to do that. It's difficult as an emerging brand, but we think a lot about that as well.
And anytime you focus really hard on solving for something, that typically goes a long way in terms of reaching certain goals. So that's great feedback, Mark. Anyone else want to jump in?
I'd love to chime in. As a brand that truly believes in being accessible and inclusive, it's very important for us to be able to create that accessibility with price points. We recently rebranded and launched new packaging. And it was a great opportunity to look at the market. And while I agree with Mark and Brooks, like there's a lot of margins that have increased with sort of packaging. We pay a lot of attention to our cost of goods, but are also very transparent. We actually reduce some of our costs to meet our standards of sustainability. And we look at it as a way to work with suppliers to unlock better pricing and create products that are multi-use, but also affordable. So we pay a lot of attention to that and look at margins and cut down wherever we can. So we're very happy to announce that we cut down on some of our products and they're refined and multi-use.
Fantastic. Nubra, I have a question for you. You know, you've got the 99% plastic free and you've got some paper packaging. Clearly we have a plastic issue in this world. Do you find it difficult to be plastic free? Not from a, an ethos perspective, but avoiding plastic, do you find that difficult as you put your products out?
It is quite expensive and it takes a lot of time and R&D to be able to produce packaging, a lot of innovation. And most importantly, it does account for a lot of our cost. But I think as we scale, we'll be able to sort of reduce that. But as a brand that really prioritizes sustainability, it was never a question for us to then go to the cheaper material, which is plastic. We wanted to always prioritize that. Like it took us years to create this deodorant tube and make sure that the formula glides. It doesn't have an applicator, it's a push-up tube. But we just worked with our designers and in-house team to make sure that we truly delivered on being 99% plastic free, and we're very proud of that.
Fantastic. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. So that's fantastic feedback. Thank you so much. And someone in the panelists said, mushroom packaging. So a takeaway for later, perhaps. And then anyone else before I move on to the next?
Definitely. One of the things we really value at Knipe is this idea, it's really entrenched in our DNA, that really small, great things come in small packages. And certainly when it comes to the existing bath category in the US, consumers are so accustomed to choosing products that come in these very large, very heavy bags. They take up a lot of space on retail shelves, can be very expensive from a supply chain and shipping standpoint as well.
Yes.
And what we love about sort of the Knipe offering is you get this bottle and it's, a 17 ounce, a 500 gram bottle, but there are 10 baths there. And people don't necessarily realize that, the giant bag that you purchase, will last you 3 to 4 baths. And so I think what's really great about that is it helps, of course, reduce the footprint for Knipe as a brand, also for retailers that keep us on shelf. We're just that much more efficient to bring in. But also it continues to deliver that value to the consumer at the end of the day, that they are just getting much more for what they pay. And so that plays a significant role in our price points as well, is ensuring that that price per use is also quite reasonable while maintaining the efficacy.
That's fantastic. Yes, so true. I mean, and shipping, prices are going up exponentially, and certainly shipping size is a huge point. So I mean, you make a wonderful point from a number of aspects as well. And we're running into our last 9 minutes actually. So I thought I would just ask each of you something that you would like to share that you haven't perhaps had an opportunity to talk about yet today, as you've moved through the questions and we've played the videos. So this is your big last chance to shine and share something important to you. So Angie and Bernard, I guess I'll start with you. Is there anything that you'd like to share?
Sure, yeah, I can go for it. So I think we get a lot of questions from either customers or retailers. It's like, are you guys always worried about competition coming in? Like it's a new idea now, but big companies can easily replicate this product and put their billions in dollars behind it and kind of crush us like a little ant. So perhaps our answer to that is, and I think it goes to most companies as well, that we just got to make sure we're staying ahead of the curve in terms of innovation and really just working in the future. So for example, at Kai Laundry, this detergent sheet idea might sound like a new concept today, but we're currently working on formulation and products that's going to come in 1.5 to 2 years later. And so once that new product comes out, then we're working another 1.5, 2 years ahead. So, to answer the questions, like, are we worried about competition at all? No, we're not, because we're always working in the future, and the competition, if they do what we do, they're just always going to be following behind us. We clearly understand competitors coming into the space doing very similar things. So, for us is how do we continue to market ourselves differently as well, do innovative marketing and innovating our brand.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, if you're truly passionate, I mean, your brand is your brand. No one can represent it like you do. So it's great that, you're ahead and not too worried about the competition. So that's fantastic. Thanks, Bernard. Brooks, how about yourself?
In regards to?
Just anything last that you'd love to share as we close out today?
Yeah, I just hope everyone goes out and tries the product. We're available in a lot of different stores, and we've had a lot of great growth from just people trying the product. We stand behind it. The challenge for all brands, big and small, is being heard in a very noisy world. And so, we appreciate being here and having the opportunity to tell our story. And it's a lot of fun to be in a panel with some really amazing new up and coming brands. So congratulations to everyone here. And, please go out and try Toast, and I hope you all have a great summer.
Fabulous. Thank you, Brooks. Much appreciated. Mark, anything, anything that you'd like to share? Value, missions, challenges, thoughts?
Well, what resonates with me is, I'm lucky enough to get up here and represent this brand. As I said in my video, I am so humbled to go to work with the group of people I do, and I'm sure my fellow panelists feel that way about their crews. And a lot of this comes from our journey through COVID. We made a conscious decision with each other that we were going to make it through, and that we were going to come out bigger, better, and stronger. And that's an understatement to what I'm looking at in terms of this brand and its opportunity. And I think it just, without me having to pep talk everybody, truly shows an organization that if they commit to something, they're on to something special, and they believe in it. Even in extreme time like COVID, having funding getting cut off and retail slowing, and every potential rock coming at your ship that could put you under, to persevere. It just makes me feel great to sit up here today and represent the men and the women and just this overall brand. So we're grateful to be here, and congrats to all of my panelists as well for your hard work and your missions. It's really awesome to see and be a part of. Thank you.
Makes it that much sweeter, especially with organic honey. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Val and Sohana, last things you'd like to share today?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're very excited to be a part of this panel and know that we have this heritage of so many years behind the brand in Germany, but are kind of entrepreneurial and really kicking off in the US market. And certainly, I think one of the areas that we really set ourselves apart from, many other players is, I think we're all accustomed to hearing in personal care and in beauty, as we move through sort of the more green and clean beauty trends. We've seen a lot of greenwashing. We've seen a lot of claims that potentially can't be substantiated. There is a lack of course, legislature around this. There's a lack of sort of regulation. And so one of the things we're extremely proud of at Kneipp is because we are manufactured entirely in Germany, we do meet the EU cosmetics regulations, which are, of course, as we all know, much stricter than what we face with the FDA in the US. That also really gives us sort of a foundation to sort of launch from, where our Kneipp organization actually then takes standards even higher. And so we're very, very rigorous about testing our products, really making sure that we not only have consumer feedback, we have clinical feedback as well. Our most recent launch, that was in Q4 of 2020, a line called Goodbye Stress. That line is actually one of the only, probably the only, bath and body line that is clinically proven to reduce stress after one use, one bath, or one shower. There's really no one else out there who can say that. And that is incredibly powerful in a world where consumers are facing so many different mixed messages in regards to clean beauty. We're very proud that we have that foundation to stand upon.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting because I've worked with a number of brands that are 100 or more years older, and they all say, oh, we have that entrepreneurial aspect to us. And it's so funny to see that thread. And I think that's why they're still here. You're still here after 100, 130 years, because that entrepreneurial spirit has continued. So it's exciting. It's always exciting to talk with a brand that's been around so long and is still innovating. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And Ellie, how about yourself?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me here. I love it learning all about everyone. It's very, amazing what we are all doing. Well, I'm proud to say we're starting to export the CBD to Brazil. It's one of my missions to, destigmatize the Brazilians. I'm from Brazil, and I will keep it here, and I hope people reach out to me to get a consultation, and we'll be happy to, help you find your best match. And here now CBD is for everyone, for all of us. We are all modern day multitasker. And I hope, you guys can try my product.
Fantastic. Real building bridges, so important. We are all one, that is for sure. And we'll close out with you, Upahar. Last thoughts.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited to use FounderMate as sort of for our new launch and as a platform to garner more visibility and grow our supply chain. Half of it was born to provide healing and multi-use skincare for, to be used as everyday staples of self-care. And as a unisex brand that celebrates everybody and inclusive skincare concerns, we're really excited to deliver that with our brand ethos of high quality and sustainability. We're excited for you to try our line and, be physically available in more locations. Welcome to the No Nasties Club, and we hope you are part of the Half Hippie community as well. So thank you so much.
Fantastic. Well, this has been, it's so humbling and so fantastic to be with a group of change makers like yourself today. It's been an absolute joy. I am so excited for what you are all doing. And thank you to FounderMade for allowing me to participate with such an incredible organization and such an incredible group of folks. Thank you. Michelle, back to you.
Melissa, you led an incredible conversation. I was just on text saying how much of a pro you are. And for every one of you founders, I also got notes about how inspiring, what an incredible showcase, how well prepared you are. So really such a phenomenal job. I know it takes a lot of time and energy to think through that mission and really conveying that from the heart and proving that authenticity, especially in a virtual environment. So please, special thank you to your teams too, who really supported you in being here. We are going to actually be shifting forward, and founders who are here, stay online. There's a ton of chats in the Zoom chat, so please respond, engage, mix and mingle.